They are really just wasting our time. Boom, boom, boom. Okay. Hey guys, welcome to my channel. My name is Charlie Rose, and this is the Rose Knows. Bow, 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 bow. If you're new here, make sure that you subscribe, comment, don't be a stranger, don't be a stranger. I'm very excited to see who this reaches because the way that I have maneuvered through my college experience has been nothing short of unique and definitely out of the normal, okay? And I'm gonna give you guys like the tips and tricks. Another way to still get your degree and also be creative. This is how we're gonna start. Backstory, senior in high school, right? So basically, at this point, I don't have a dream college that I really want to go to, okay? At this point, I'm just applying to all of the colleges that did not require the ACT because I knew damn well I was not taking the ACT. And at that time, it wasn't required for a lot of schools because of COVID and this and the third. So I applied to Pace University and a whole bunch of other places. Got into Pace. That was the first school I got into. So I said, you know what? Let's do it. You know what I mean? It was pretty close to home, but I knew that I wanted to dorm. Move into my dorms, have that whole experience, living in the city, and that was just very interesting. I learned a lot, had a lot of roommate experiences. Now I'm going into my sophomore year. I'm no longer dorming because the dorming situation wasn't for me, girl, okay? It was not for me. I like my space. I like to be... I learned real quick, okay? So, sophomore year, going into my sophomore year, I'm still at Pace for the fall semester. And I'm just like, I want to go online. Mind you, when COVID happened and like everything went online, I loved that. And that happened my sophomore year of high school, right? So, I loved being online. I always wanted to be online. I really just wanted to stay online. I did not want to go back in person. My mom was like, social interaction this, social interaction that, which I understand. Like, online school is not for everybody, but if it is for you, I just think that it could just be so beneficial for just like your day-to-day life. Like, some people aren't built for school, and at the end of the day, school is really made to build robots, but we could talk about that a whole nother day, you know? When I was at Pace, I literally wanted to graduate early from the jump. And that I wanted to graduate early from like my first economics class that I took the first fall semester in my freshman year. My economics teacher was telling us about how he literally had he had mad degrees, like so many degrees. And he was like, literally, I just go to one school and then I also enroll in the sister school. And then he transferred over the credits to make the degree go by faster. Basically, he was going to two schools at one time. By that time, I was like, okay, bet. So let me see how I can accelerate my school life because I already know from high school was enough for me. Like, I don't like school, okay? I don't like school. I enjoy challenging myself. I enjoy learning new things and just pushing myself to express myself beautifully in creative ways. You know what I mean? But school, not so much. So when I went to my guidance counselor at Pace, they told me that I could only transfer in like 16 credits. And I was just like, hello? Like, you need at least like 120 credits in order to graduate. And if I was looking to actually accelerate my program, that was not helping me. Whether it was a CLEP exam, which is an exam that you can take to get college credits, or a community college, you take community college classes in the summer. I was doing that as well. All of the credits that I could transfer in, I transferred them in. Like, literally all 16 credits, I transferred them in by the time I was going into my fall sophomore year. So now I'm just like, okay, at this point, this is just dumb. So the first thing that I'm looking for is a way for me to graduate quicker. And whether that's another school, honestly, I was down for whatever it was. So my mom's friend and actually went to University of Maryland Global Campus, which is the college that I'm enrolled in now. And basically, University of Maryland offers online classes, but it's like fully online. I know there's a lot of online programs, but me personally, UMGC has actually one of the best programs in my opinion. I haven't looked at every single program, but I like this program. And originally, I was going into UMGC for cybersecurity. So that was also another factor as to why I wanted to go to the University of Maryland online campus, was because I still wanted to pursue cybersecurity, which is what I was pursuing when I was at Pace. Girl, I got on them cybersecurity online classes. I said, no, this is not for me. Cybersecurity is something that I feel like you need to learn. I needed to learn in person. Like, I was like, if I'm going to do cybersecurity, I need to learn this in person. But I didn't have as much heart and like, oh my gosh, I really want to be an IT, this, that, and third, whatever cybersecurity government job I was ever going to get. I just realized that that wasn't that important to me. And my root desire was to really major in marketing. But in my ear, people were just telling me that marketing just wasn't going to get any jobs, this, that, and the third. But honestly, I'm not looking for the job. You know what I mean? Like, that's just me. I'm not looking for the job. I'm not thinking about what job am I going to get outside of college, because nobody's getting jobs outside of college. I'm sorry to break it to you. Yes, some people are. Anyways. I'm getting off topic. But yeah, so I decided to transfer to University of Maryland going into the spring semester of my sophomore year. And another thing that enticed me about University of Maryland is that they allow you to transfer 90 credits, which was way better than the 16 credits that Pace was offering me. So UMGC is also an accelerated program. I'm telling you, y'all, it was just checking all the boxes. When I heard about University of Maryland, I was like, this is everything that I want. It's going to be online. I can accelerate. I can accelerate because, one, the classes are not 16 weeks. The classes are 8 weeks. So it's like in sessions. So you kind of cut it down by half, a little bit more. And then on top of that, I'll talk about more transfer credits for University of Maryland. Starting on my classes, locked in, and I still have the ideas that I want to graduate early. So I was speaking to my advisor at University of Maryland, which is, when I tell you that my advisor at University of Maryland is 10 times better than my advisor at Pace University, when I tell you, we would literally have 15 minutes to talk. That's it. 15 minutes. And they're literally like, oh, like you gotta go. Like, after 15 minutes, you're done. So it's like, you can't really have the deep conversations that you need to have with your advisors, because you're in this big ass school that actually just wants to keep you there longer, realistically. Because I was learning, even my friends were having trouble like with their nursing degrees and like other degrees that they couldn't graduate on the right track because they weren't even in the right degree program, or Pace didn't even actually offer the correct degree program to get where they wanted to get. It was just so crazy. I was just like, no. Now, talking to my advisor, she was letting me know that if I really wanted to graduate early, I could obviously transfer in some more community college credits. And community college credits are a lot less expensive than the bigger institution. The bigger universities, like for classes wise. So if you're looking to even transfer in some credits at your college now, and you have like a limited amount of credits, you can still take those credits for less cost at your community college. It's the exact, I promise you, it's the same class. I promise you, they're just adding a little bit more price point to it because it's the university. You know what I mean? So when you go to the community college, you can even take summer classes. I took maybe 5 summer classes the summer before my sophomore year, and that filled up all of my credits. And it was just very helpful, and it was online. For me, I just love a good online moment. Like, I dance, I model, I DJ, I create content. I want to just live a soft life. You know what I mean? I want to be slaving and 8-hour days. Like, no. I do so much creatively that, even though I still wanted to get my degree, because I could have just said, I don't even want the degree. You know what I mean? I could have just said that. But, for me personally, I still wanted my degree. I still wanted that accomplishment, And it's for me, it's for me. It's not for nobody else. So I was like, let me just figure out how I can make college work for me. So outside of community college courses that you can transfer in to your college, you can also sign up with Sophia's Learning This is not sponsored. I know that was about to sound like Sophia's Learning. No. But Sophia's Learning is actually such a helpful website. Basically, you pay like a monthly fee. The lowest one is like $99. That's the one I get. And throughout the duration of your membership, you can take up to 1 to 2 courses at a time. So once you finish those 2 courses, you can keep adding on if you still have time throughout your membership and you like don't want to cancel it, you know what I mean? But there's courses like your gen eds. It's the easiest way to get gen eds done. When I tell you the easiest way. And like you can connect your school to it to see like what classes will transfer over, and it's super easy to transfer over your classes. But I took like a gen ed, my science course. Like nobody's taking science. Like I don't want to take science, right? Let me just bust this out the way real quick, okay? I'm gonna just show you what it looks like on here so that you can just see. But it's like basically there's like so many different classes. There's Spanish on there. I'm taking all of my elective courses on there. I had to get like 25 elective credits done, and I'm just like, hello, like why would I be taking that at my school? That was lit. When I tell you, electives alone would take me a whole nother like semester and a half to complete if I was completing it in the regular sessions or times of like the semester. Gen eds and electives are only there to like kind of waste your time. Like, yeah, you're supposed to be like learning the extra stuff, but like history, we've learned history since we were literally 1. Like, you know what I mean? Like, we've learned the same history since we were 1, like, you know? So you could just take that history class real quick, get it out the way. I don't do best in math. So I took statistics on Sophia's Learning. I took statistics in senior year of high school. Sometime in high school I took statistics. So I was like, I could figure this out, but it's less anxiety inducing because it's not going to take me 8 weeks to finish the course. It's self-paced. So however you want to take the course, if you want to take all month to complete the course, you can take all month to complete a course. I just think that it's more cost effective to complete your gen eds, some of your gen ed courses and your electives through something like Sophia's Learning. It's even better than a CLEP exam because for me, I'm not the best multi-choice test taker. I get test anxiety, I get nervous, I literally will study for hours, get to the test blank. You know, I couldn't do it. I couldn't do no CLEP exam. But Sophia's Learning, I feel like I can actually learn because it takes you through like the modules. You take quizzes. It's just 10 times less anxiety inducing for me. I feel like school my entire life has been anxiety inducing. So I made it my duty to make learning more interesting, more cost effective, and just more seamless and less anxiety inducing. Like, oh my God, no. I had to let it go. So yeah, basically I'm cutting down my 4-year bachelor's degree into 3. And I didn't come into college with any credits. Like, you know how some people come with their associate's degree? My friend did that. That was so tea. She graduated in 2 years, period. Or like you come in with like some honors credits or something. I had no AP credit. I had none of that. I came in blind, freshman blindy, a freshie, okay? And I didn't know anything. And then if I would have known that I could have taken, if I just would have known that I could have taken college courses in high school, I would have taken college courses in high school. I'm sorry. I don't know. Like I was very ambitious to just get it done over. I was like 4 more years? 4 more years? Huh? 4 more years? No. So I just hope that this helps you to see that there are multiple ways that you can like maneuver through college. Like there's not just one stagnant way. Like 9 times out of 10, your advisor, when you ask them and tell them you want to graduate early, they're not going to tell you that you can go to something like Sophia's Learning and complete your electives self-paced throughout 2 months. They're not going to tell you that. They're going to tell you, oh yeah, you can maybe take a CLEP. They barely even told me I could take a CLEP exam. I was told by some of the older kids at Pace University that advisors wait to tell you that you can take a CLEP exam or go to a community college and transfer in if you have 2 electives that you didn't complete and you're in your senior year. They're like, oh, like, yeah, you can just take a CLEP exam. Like, why wouldn't you tell me that now? Because like as a sophomore, as a freshman, as a junior, I could literally accelerate and graduate faster. But they don't want you to graduate faster. That is realistically. At the end of the day, college is a business. You know what I mean? But you got to make that business work for you. Like, I just think, like, college is expensive. College is time consuming, and it can be anxiety inducing for people. And I feel like the way that I have switched up my little college career and the way that I'm studying and the approach that I'm taking on it, I just think that it's made it more cost effective. It's made it more like I'm looking forward to actually learning something, and I'm not thinking about, I'm not constantly thinking I'm gonna fail. That's it. I'm not constantly thinking I'm gonna fail, and I'm not constantly in a space where it's like, we need to be better than this, than that, than, like, no. It's self-paced, and you can literally just create your life. Like, you know what I mean? Like, you can just build it. Like, you don't have to go with the norms of, like, what everybody has done. So basically, that's what I've done with my college life. UMGC, University of Maryland Global Campus. Literally, you can take classes anywhere. There's a lot of, like, you know, other online colleges and schools and stuff. That's what has worked for me. And especially if you're a creative or somebody that still wants to get their degree, but also wants to be in the motion and not just sink away in a hole for 4 years of your college degree and not do anything. But, like, I feel like excelling academically is beautiful. You know what I mean? It's beautiful. It's beautiful. But in college, sometimes I feel like in college, it's just like, it's so simulated for you to just waste your time. That's what I felt like college was like for me. Like, when I was at Pace, I just started to realize, like, they are really just wasting our time. Like, I could get so deep into it, but that is not this video. I hope you guys enjoyed. I hope I explained everything well. I'll put the links in the description box so that you guys can, like, actually just click on it and have access to the resources. Sophia's Learning, University of Maryland. You can take CLEP exams. There's just so many ways that you can finesse college, bro. There's so many ways that you can finesse college. And I mean, like, finesse college. College is literally a numbers game. You have to complete 120 credits in order to graduate. Once you complete the 120 credits, you're good. How can I get these 120 credits faster? Sophia's Learning, transferring in credits, also going to a place in a college that allows you to transfer in credits. Because if you cannot transfer credits into your college, you're cooked. A lot of people think that when they go into online college, they don't have any resources. Like, you have tutors, you have your academic advisors. Like, my academic advisor be texting me like, hey, Charlie Rose, are you okay? Just wanted to check in. Like, thank you. Yes, I am okay. I appreciate that. It's like those little important check-ins, not only with yourself, but having a strong, like, foundation that's, like, grounding you, especially when you're in college and, like, also focused on, like, a creative endeavor that you're focused on. I just feel like being grounded is important. Last little thing I want to say, always remember that this is very subjective. This is just what has worked for me. And based on, like, your major, everything is going to just change. Like, you know what I mean? Based off your major, everything's going to change. Based off of your learning style, everything is going to change. So everything that I'm recommending in this video is for the baddies that it resonates with. Like, if it resonates with you, let me know. I hope so. I hope, like, this gave you, like, more resources and gave you just another perspective and just showed you what is possible. There we go. There we go. There we go. But yeah, my graduation date is, like, December, I think. I honestly, I have no clue. I just know that we have 2 graduations. I haven't asked, really. You know, I'm kind of just locked in on getting there. But I should be done with my classes by summer. So yeah, if you guys want to stay connected with the girl, make sure that you subscribe and you like and you turn on post notifications. We vlog. We do weekly vlogs. We do little sit down videos. We do everything. Okay? Yeah. I'll see you guys later. Love you so much. Bye.